Okay then, according to my belief and knowledge, Africans are the first humans on Earth. Many have heard it but do not believe it to be true. Because our history was altered, they and others have been feeding everyone lies. The oldest human remains found by archaeologists is that of a Negro, brown or black person, whatever you want to call us. It helps prove the fact that Africans created civilization and that various African tribes inhabited regions outside of Mother Africa. Just the other day I was doing some research on one such group, the Twa tribe of Africa, who were the first people to live in Ireland. They were also referred to as Akan by other African tribes and the well-known word leprechaun by the Europeans. Leprechaun comes from the Old Irish word, leucurpan, a compound name composed of lu, meaning small, and corp, meaning body. They venerated the Great Black Mother and had women as leaders of their tribe. There have been many tales talked about leprechauns and their magical powers. Many people believe them to be a fairy tale, but in reality, they existed. The Twas were small men and women who grew to about 4 foot 11 inches. They were skilled craftsmen who migrated from Africa to Ireland thousands of years ago and had advanced knowledge of medicine, metallurgy, textile, and clothing, manufacturing. Excellent shoemaking, which the Caucasians at that time in human existence thought was magical. Various authorities have confirmed the presence of the Twa people in history and archaeology. British Egyptologists Gerald Massey, Albert Churchward, and the Scottish historian David Mac Ritchie, as well as the British antiquarian Godfrey Higgins have researched this topic and they have shed light on the Twa people. Using names such as black as Ethiopians, cum nigris gentibus, nimble-footed blackamoors to describe them. But the Partholons, Fomorians, Nems, Firbolgs, Tuatha Danann, Milesians of Ireland, and the Picts of northern Scotland were all blacks. Historians describe them as dwarfs, dark elves, or leprechauns in Irish history. There's even a book by Davide Mac Ritchie entitled Ancient and Modern Britons, which stated that the wild tribes of Ireland were black men is hinted at by the fact that a wild Irishman is in Gaelic a black Irishman or dub Arianac. The word dub in Gaelic is black. Like in many parts of the world, there are accounts of Europeans committing, eliminating, or going to war with African tribes throughout history. Entire tribes have been wiped out throughout human history and they are one of them. Many believe that the Irish celebration of St. Patrick was the hunting down of the Twa people. The reason for the Irish holiday is a poem that's said to reveal a hidden meaning, a moral or political one at that. According to the Irish, back in the 5th century, St. Patrick exterminated Ireland's snakes by driving them all into the sea. The Irish and Christians make it sound like he saved the Caucasian people from real deadly snakes, but that is false. No evidence points to the existence of snakes, even being in Ireland. Ireland never had snakes. There are no snakes in Iceland, Hawaii, New Zealand, Greenland, or Antarctica for the same reasons. You see, Ireland was once connected to a large landmass during the Ice Age, and the land was far too cold for any cold-blooded reptiles to survive. Ireland became colder when the glaciers melted thousands of years ago, pouring more cold water between Ireland and its neighbors. Other animals, like wild boars, lynx, and brown bears, made it across. Also, only a single reptile, the common lizard, was able to make it. Snakes, however, missed their chance to survive in Ireland. So, there was no way St. Patrick could have chased snakes into the sea with his religious powers. The Twa people are the snakes he chased out and killed. The Twa people, just like many African tribes, were wise, just like the serpent. The Twa, just like many ancient African tribes, were also referred to as Naga, Nagar, and Negus, which loosely means serpent people or people of the serpent.